I've never talked about cancel culture outside of close people. I think it's just because I really don't find many things very offensive. I think people should be allowed to enjoy things that aren't good for them. I think as long as it's not hurting other people, I think people are allowed to enjoy things that might not be good for them. And maybe making these horrible, offensive jokes, maybe that's not good. That's not a good thing to do. At the end of the day, I think people should be allowed to enjoy them. They shouldn't be canceled or anything. But then I started hearing how people were responding to Jenna Marbles being canceled. And the funny thing is, she did this voluntarily. She decided that it'd be better to be canceled than to hurt people anymore. And wow, that is a crazy, that's her career. I think there is a clear lesson a lot of people need to learn. And I'm going to be comparing that to something I also need to learn. Around college, I started disliking my parents and family. Started remembering all the mistakes they made raising me, and they never really forgave me for, they never apologized for. And I would bring it up, and they'd be like, why are you talking about this thing? This is past. This is old news. Why are you bringing these things up? And I wouldn't stop talking about it. It would bother me that they wouldn't apologize for something that they clearly did was wrong. And I would get into really heated arguments because it really messed with me, I'm sure that every parent out there has done something to their kid that maybe scarred them negatively, harmed them emotionally. I believe every parent out there has done that to their kids because they're not perfect. At some point, I started realizing that I was holding in so much aggression and that I didn't properly know how to forgive. Now, celebrities, for the most part, they don't harm us directly, when they do something wrong. They're not trying to do something to you personally. But because of our connection with celebrities, we feel that whatever action they do affects us directly. If they release an album, just a musical artist, they release an album, and we connect with that album, it feels like it's direct to us, that they're giving us a gift, but then when you hear something on the news of a celebrity committing a crime, you feel like, oh, they disappointed you because you have that connection directly. And I think what I'm starting to notice is that we are not teaching ourselves to forgive those that have done crimes, And I feel like we should. And the main reason I say that is because something I learned about stress and anxiety. Stress and anxiety builds up. It is not something that goes away. So when something has affected you in the past, let's say you were late for work, that's something that builds up stress and anxiety. And I feel like with how much news is integrated with social media, whenever we hear a celebrity doing something bad or something wrong, I feel like there's a lot of people out there who don't take the time to maybe forgive themselves or not forgive themselves, but they don't take the time to forgive that person's actions. And you could be saying, hey, these people don't deserve forgiveness. That's true. Maybe they don't, because I have controversies about forgiveness. I'm not that type of person that wants to forgive people. But you're not forgiving them for them. That's not the reason why you're forgiving them. You are forgiving them for yourself. Because one thing I've noticed is that for the most part, emotion affects solely you. Your emotion is going to affect you more than it's going to affect other people, for the most part. And you need to understand how to control those emotions. So maybe a celebrity out there doesn't deserve your forgiveness. Maybe there was a joke that went too far and you feel like that joke should have never have been made. That is okay. You can have those opinions, and sometimes those opinions could be valid. But you also need to take the time to forgive, to say, hey, they're human, they can learn from this mistake, and they can learn to be better. Because I think any human out there can learn to be better. I don't think, personally, every person in the planet deserves to be forgiven. But I do believe that every human being can get better. I think if you take it each day at a time, you can be a better person. And we need to remember that other people can be better. Maybe they can't do enough to earn your forgiveness, but they can do enough to be better. And we just need to start encouraging that more, because our inability to forgive is becoming way too toxic. There needs to be control. There's a lot of people that have done really bad things, and I think they should get called out for it. But we need to learn how to forgive, because it's unhealthy for us, and it's unhealthy for those around us. All right? I hope this video serves his purpose, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. All right? I've been Melvin. You've been awesome. And until next time.